Welcome. This video is a Windows operating system summary. What did I learn in this module? Click the heading to see a summary of topics covered in this module. Okay, Windows history. The first computer required this operating system DOS to create and manage files. Microsoft develops MS-DOS as a command line interface CLI to access the disk drive and load the operating system files. Early version Early version of Windows consisted of a graphical user interface that ran over MS-DOS. However, modern Windows versions are in direct control of the computer and its hardware and support multiple user process. This is much different than the single process. Single use MS-DOS since 1993. There have been more than 20 releases of Windows that are based on the NT operating system. Users use a Windows view to work with data, files, and software. The view has a main area that is known as the desktop and a taskbar situated below the desktop. The taskbar includes the Start menu, Quick Launch icons, and a notifications area. Windows has many vulnerabilities. Recommendation to secure the Windows OS includes use of virus and malware protection, use of a strong password, user firewall, or limit use of the administrator account, among others. Okay. Windows architecture and operations. Okay. Windows consists of a hardware abstraction layer (HAL). That is software that handles all of the communication between the hardware and the kernel. The kernel has control of the entry computer and handles input and output, request, memory, and all of the peripherals connected to the computer. Windows operates in two different modes. The first is used mode. Most Windows programs run in use mode. The second is kernel mode. It allows operating system code direct access to the computer hardware. Windows supports several different file systems, but NTFS in the most widely used NTFS volumes include the partition boot sectors, master file table, system files, and the file area. When a computer boots, it first accesses system information and code that is stored in BIOS hardware. The BIOS boot code performs a system self-test called post. BIOS hardware, the BIOS boot code performs a system self-test called post. Locates and loads the Windows operating system and load other associated programs that start the operating system. Windows should always be shut down properly. A computer works by storing instructions in RAM until the CPU processes them. Each process in a 32-bit Windows computer supports a virtual address space that enables addressing up to 4 GB. Each process in a 64-bit Windows computer supports a virtual address space of up to 8 TB. Windows stores all of the information about hardware, application, user, and system settings in a large database known as the registry. The registry is a hierarchical database where the highest level is known as a heap. Below that, there are keys, followed by subkeys. There are 5 registry heaps that contain data regarding the configuration and operation of Windows. There are hundreds of keys and subkeys. So, Windows configuration and monitoring. For security reasons, it is not advisable to log onto Windows using the administrator account or an account with administrative privilege. Do not give standard users administrative privilege. Do not enable the West account unless the computer is going to be used by many different people who do not have account. Use Windows groups to make administration of use easier. Local users and groups are managed with the usemgr.mcc control panel applet. You can use the CLI or the Windows PowerShell to execute commands. PowerShell can be used to create scripts to automate tasks that the regular CLI is unable to automate. Windows Management Instrumentation (WMI) is used to manage remote computers. The net command can be combined with switches to focus on a specific output. Task Manager provides a lot of information about what is running and the general performance of the computer. The Resource Monitor provides more detailed information about resource usage. The Network and Sharing Center uses it to configure Windows network properties and test network settings. The Server's Message Blocks (SMB) protocol is used to share network resources such as files and remote hosts. The Universal Naming Convention (UNC) format is used to connect the resource to resource. Windows Server is an edition of Windows that is mainly used in data centers. It provides network, file, web, and management service to a Windows network or domain. And finish with Windows Security. Malware can open communication ports to communicate and spread. The Windows netstat command displays an open communication port on a computer and can also display the software processes that are associated with the ports. This enables known potential malicious software to be identified and shut down. Windows Event Viewer provides access to numerous logged events regarding the operation of a computer. Windows logs Windows events and application and service events. Logged events severity levels range through the information, warning, error, or critical levels. It is very important to keep Windows up to date to guard against new security tiers. Software patches, updates, and service packets address security vulnerabilities as they are discovered. Windows should be configured to automatically download and install updates as they become available. Windows can be configured to only install and restart a computer at a specific time of day. Okay, who is the Windows operating system? Question 1. What technology was created to replace the BIOS program on modern personal computer motherboards? Is UEFI. Question 2. What would be displayed if the nested apno command was entered on a Windows PC? Only active TCP connection in established state, a local routing table, only active UDP connections, all active TCP and UDP connections, their current state, and their associated process ID, PID. Question 3. When a user makes changes to the settings of a Windows system, where are their changes stored? Mission registry. Question 4. What is the function of the kernel of an operating system? The kernel. It is an application that allows the initial configuration of a Cisco device. No. The kernel provisions hardware resources to meet software requirements. Okay. The kernel links the hardware drivers with the underlying electrons of a computer. Okay, I don't know. It provides a user interface that allows user to request a specific task. No. Okay. Okay, it's it's this question five. Which command is used to manually query a DNS server to resolve a specific host name? DNS lookup. Question six. What utility uses to show the system resource consumed by each user? Device manager, event viewer, task manager, user accounts, event viewer. Okay, I don't know. Event viewer. What utility used to show the system resource consumed by each user? Okay. Question six. Okay. Question seven. What is the purpose of the cd command? Change directory to the previous directory, change directory to the next lower directory, change directory to the next highest directory, change directory to the root directory. Okay. The next no. The next lower no. Previous directory no. Question A. Which Windows tool can be used by a cybersecurity administrator to secure standalone computers that are not part of Active Directory domain? Okay. Which Windows tool can be used by a cybersecurity administrator to secure a standalone computer and Windows Defender that are not part of an Active Directory domain? Okay, Windows Defender. Question 9. For security reasons, a network administrator needs to ensure that local computers cannot ping each other. Which settings can accomplish this task? Firewall, system settings, smart address, no firewall. For security reasons, a network administrator needs to ensure that local computers cannot ping each other. Which setting can accomplish this task? Okay, and firewall settings. Question 10. Which net command is used on a Windows PC to establish a connection to a shared directory on a remote servers? Okay, netstar, netshare, netuse, netstation, netstar. Question 11. Match the Windows command to the description. Okay, okay. CD file change the current directory. Dir create mkdir create a new directory. Dir list and rename a file. Question 12. What term is used to describe a logical drive that can be formatted to store data? Okay. What term is used to describe a logical drive that can be formatted to store data? Track, volume, cluster, partition, sector. Okay, I don't know. Question 13. Which user account should be used only to perform system management and not as an account for regular use? Administrator. Question 14. A user create a file with .py1 extension in Windows. What type of file is it? It's PowerShell documents, PowerShell script, PowerShell CM deletes. 15. A security incident has been filed and an employer believes that someone has been on the computer since the employer left last night. The employee states that the computer was turned off before the employees left for the evening. The computer is running slowly and applications are acting strangely. Which Microsoft Windows tool will be used by the security analyst to determine if and when someone logged on the computer after working hours? Performance Event Viewer. Okay, I need to review this. What term is used to describe a logical drive? Okay, partition is logical. And 8 and 6. What utility to use to show the system resource consumed by each user? Event Viewer, Task Manager, Device Manager. Okay. Device Manager. Device Manager. And go finish. Please submit if you are ready to receive your quiz score. Submit. Oof. You have not passed the quiz this time. Select reset to retake it. Remember that you can return to the model for reference or to retake the quiz at any time. Okay. Uh, okay. Quiz question one, Wi-Fi. Okay, history. Okay. For what is the function of the kernel of an operating system? The kernel links now its application on the kernel provision hardware resource to meet software requirements. Okay, let's look up. Okay, 6. And Open Viewer, Task Manager, User Accounts, and okay. Change directory, Windows Defender. Which Windows tool can be used by a cybersecurity administration to secure standalone computers that are not part of Active Directory domain? Okay, it's local security policy. Question 9, good. Okay, okay. It's question A and let's start. Okay, category as well. Partition, administrator, PowerShell, CMD leads. Okay, and event viewer. Okay, reset. And go. Okay, question 1. A user creates a file with PS1 extension in Windows. What type of file is it? Okay, CMD leads is not the control. PowerShell documentation, PowerShell function, PowerShell script. Okay. Question 2. Which command is used to manually query a DNS server to resolve a specific hostname? NSLookup. Question 3. When a user makes changes to the settings of a Windows system, where are these changes stored? In the registry. Question 4. What would be displayed if the netstat no command was entered on a Windows PC? All active TCP and UDP connections, their current state, and their associative process ID. Question 5. Match the Windows command to the description. cd, change the current directory, mkdir, and create a new directory. Ren renames a file. dir, list files in a directory. Question 6. Which net command is used on a Windows PC to establish a connection to a shared directory on a remote server? Okay. I don't know. Question 7. Which user account shall be used only to perform system management administrator? And question 8. What is the function of the kernel? The kernel provision hardware resource. Okay. Question 9. What technology was created to replace the BIOS Wi-Fi? Question 10. Which Windows tool can be used by a Okay, local security policy. Question 11. What utility used to show the system resource consumed by each user? Task manager. Question 12. For security reasons, a network administrator needs to ensure that local computers cannot ping. Okay. Firewall. Firewall. Question 30. What is the purpose of a CD command? Change directory to the root directory. Question 40. What term is used to describe logical partition and event viewer segments? Okay, excellent. Configuration, you have passed the quiz. Excellent. This is all for this part. Thank you for watching. See you later.